everyone to the most awaiting moment of PYP journey, the PYP exhibition. PYP exhibition is a chance for grade 6 students to put together all they have learned in PYP and show their understanding. In other words, the exhibition helps children grow more and more independent and better at teamwork. I think that the most important parts of the process are choosing your topic, being independent and learn how to make an interactive presentation. Small actions make big difference. People often say that you don't need to mind small things, but what they don't know is small things do matter. So focusing on that fact, we sixth graders have decided to take small actions to make a huge difference. And that is what our PYP exhibition is about. So let's move on our today's topic. Our today's topic is gender equality. We have chosen this topic to raise the issue of gender inequality in front of you. The government and the private sectors are supporting the for leadership positions in the public sector. The women for leadership positions in the leadership of women in public sector shows the development of the nation. Everybody is affected by gender inequality. Women, men, trans and gender. Diverse people, children and families. It impacts people of all ages and backgrounds. TDT, how we express ourselves. See, our central idea is understanding the impact of gender inequality empowers people to contribute towards safer and healthier societies. Our LOI1 is is causes of the stereotypes prevalent in our society. Causation and the related concepts are reasons, beliefs. Our LOI2 is how gender stereotyping impacts lives of people and society. Causation and the related concepts are impact or effect. Our LOI3 is our responsibility towards stopping gender inequality, responsibility, and the related concepts are solutions, choices, and equality.
So, a gender stereotype is when a person is expected to act in a way based on their gender. So, traditional gender roles go back to a time when there were clear and at times unequal rules. People who were born boys were expected to be strong and aggressive. People who were not emotional and to love sports. People who were born female were expected to be kind, nurturing, emotional, and they were needed to know how to cook and clean. These expectations police people emotions. For example, girls are not able to show their anger, and boys are not expected to be nurturing and emotional. Luckily, how times have changed, so have people's expectations. But it is not enough. There are areas where people are not let to act freely, and we together need to work upon that. This was gender stereotyping. And gender inequality is when the genders are not getting the same opportunity or credit.
Adam, you have to tell ma'am when to change, right?
Yes, change. Next, change. So, examples of gender inequality. Globally, a woman earns 50 cents of a dollar compared to a man. Women across the world are still vastly underpaid compared with their male counterparts. In the United States, the average woman still earns 78 cents for every dollar a man earns. Globally, the disparity is even worse, at only 50 cents to a dollar. Women are 47% more likely to suffer serve injuries in car crashes because safety features are designed for men. In 2011 study of more than 45,000 crash victims over 11 years, researchers from the University of Virginia found women drivers were much more likely to be injured in a crash than men. They said that it was because car safety features had been designed for men, the positioning of head restraints, as well as women's shorter height, different neck strength and musculature, as well as their preferred seating position, which meant they were more susceptible to injury. 33,000 girls become child brides every day. Globally, 12 million girls each year get married before the age of 18, roughly 33,000 every day, or once every 2 seconds. There are some 650 million women alive today who were child brides. The reason behind it vary between communities, but it is often because girls are not valued as highly as boys, and marrying them off is at a young age transfer the economic burden to another family. Let's have a glimpse at some real life examples, which is under LOI 2, how gender stereotyping impacts the lives of people and society. Ma'am, change. Uh, Examples of gender stereotypes. People who were born boys are expected to be strong and aggressive, not emotional, and to love sports. People who were born female were expected to be kind, nurturing, emotional, and they needed to know how to cook and clean. Next, no credit when credit is due. Uh, Men are promoted on potential, women are promoted for proven performance, and bossy and unlikable. Next. So the first, I read a story about a boy who lived in Cyprus. The first story I read was about a boy. He lived with his dad, younger brother, and younger sister. The father thought that girls should be in the house preparing lunch and doing household chores, and boys should be on the farm help. The boy did not think it is fair, but no one could argue with the father. After a long time, the boy was married and he had one son and one daughter. He says, I would never pressurize my children to choose. I would just let them decide for themselves and stand by their choices. But I would never say to my daughter, because you are a girl, you cannot be a pilot, because it is for men. Because profession becomes a way of life, and if I made her do something else, she would be very unhappy for the rest of her life. So the choice of profession is not about gender. Next. So, an incident that happened with me is that I have long hair and no one stops me to grow them. But one day, a group of people who were my friends, they teased me. I did not do anything about it and went from there, and I was very upset. When my best friend saw that I am very upset, he explained me that if you don't voice up for yourself, no one will. The next day, I explained the bullies, and then they told me I will not do it again. After some days, it happened again, and at that very moment, I told them to stop it and got the matter sorted out. From that on time onwards, they stopped it forever. And this is the biggest factor I chose my topic as gender stereotyping. Let's move on to the causes of gender stereotyping. 1. Parents. Because when the parents tell the children that blue is for boys and pink is for girls, they will think that and then they will pass that information to others, and no one will understand until one takes a stand. Next, no. Environment and or society, because the mindset is based on which environment do you live. If you live in a society that has certain gender role stereotypes, you will get used to it and you will follow the same rules. Next, mindset, because of the moment you start thinking that certain tasks are for girls and certain tasks are for boys, and you will not able to change your mindset easily. Next. So I want to bring up a term which is men empowerment. So a wife would have to take care of these things. So if a wife wants to go out and work, a man needs to know how to do the household chores, because if a man If a man don't know how to cook and clean and take care of the house, how will woman the woman go out and study? So how do we empower women without empowering men to take care of the daily chores? And expressing emotion. Men are not given the same luxury of expressing themselves as they want to as women are. Right from the childhood, they are asked not to cry like a girl. Crying or expressing emotions is shamed. These are taught through various channels like parents, media, and also the toys they play with. Next. Next. So this is an infograph. This talks about the countries which have the most gender gap. So as you can see, Yemen has the most gender gap. Yemen is the highest country which has the greatest gender gap of all. It also says that 50% there are 50% men and 50% women in the world, but 70% of the poor are represented by men. This shows that though world's population is shared equally between men and women, 70% women are poor, which leads to a statement that though men and women are born equally, the society has made the woman less fortunate. Next. So this infograph talks about women not getting equal rights as men get. Only 67 countries have laws against discrimination in hiring practices like job hiring, ranking, etc. So, for example, there is a company, uh, for example, Apple. So they need a person to be the CEO. There are two competitors, one boy and one girl. So the boy has less qualifying, less degrees than the woman, but he is a boy, so he'll get the job. So only 67 countries have laws against gender discrimination in hiring practices such as these. And below it says that 18 countries, in 18 countries, husband can legally prevent their wives from working. So if a wife wants to work, her husband can tell that you cannot work because they have the right to because of the government. Next. So this is the academic honesty, and I would like to hand over to it over to Mitaksh.
Khadija ma'am, now you will have to play the second one presentation. Khadija ma'am, next slide. And then Mitaksh will start.
Yes, ma'am. My focus is on Alloy 2, which is how gender inequality impacts lives of people and society. Impact 1. Mental health. It leads to increased depression and anxiety. The energy focus of morale of the whole team could be exhausted or sapped by the presence of gender inequality. Impact 2. Stress leads to greater chances of physical illness. The person becomes tardy or absent because of health problem, resulting in increased health care claims and low productivity. Impact 3. Decreased job satisfaction. Discriminated individuals never reach the level needed for a high status job as they do not get to learn new skills or have decision making power. Impact 4. Increased employee turnover. Women more often than men leave high paying executive positions, citing lack of opportunities, inflexible work hours, and a lack of female peers. Every time an employee leaves, it costs the company or business money in order to recruit and train a new worker. Impact 5. Inequality contributes to harassment. If the work culture is a place is less attentive to sexual harassment, victims of gender inequality are less likely to come forward with complaints as they believe that their complaints will not be taken seriously or fall on deaf ears. Male dominance lead to subordination and even exclusion of many women. This effectively sidelines more than half of the world's talent, experience, and knowledge, leaving our societies operating under 50% capacity. So this is a chart of gender inequality and in education. And in short, I would like to say that because of lack education, the children are not knowledgeable and are not well employed, and this hampers to society's growth. Educating girls is smart for all of us. When a girl receives an education, she has real opportunity to break the cycle of poverty in just one generation. Intel believes education should be a fundamental right for everyone and is committed to making a real difference for girls across the globe. Out of the world's 130 million out of school youth, 70% are girls. When a girl goes to school, she will reinvest 90% of her income to her family as compared to only 30 to 40% for a man. And when 10% more of girls go to school, a country's GDP increases an average of 3%. So in short, it helps reducing poverty in just one generation. So this is the bibliography or academic honesty.
Khadija ma'am, you'll have to now play the third presentation.
LOI 3. A responsibility towards promoting gender equality. Responsibility. Change. Providing education to women in India. Change. So as we all can see, this is a percent of adult female literate women in each country, and in what India has the lowest percentage. Apart from the low female literacy, there is also a wider gender inequality in India's performance on literacy, with a difference of around 20 percentage points between male and female literacy rates. How is government helping? Government helps in various ways, like Constitution of India says that there should be equal rights for both genders, and have raised terms like women education. Also, out of 13,511 villages In India, not having schools and education, government has built 511 schools in these villages and are building more for 13,000. Supports for training and employment program, and also has introduced RMK, Rashtriya Mahila Kosh, which encourages women to involve themselves in jobs. Apart from the central government, the Indian state governments also effectively offers several schemes that benefits girl children. They have nearly offered 20 schemes in different states. Change. How can we help? Achieving gender equality will not happen overnight. That's why government needs your help. You can model best practices and set targets for women's leadership. You can work with communities, schools, workplaces, businesses, and organizations to build a culture of respect and fairness. All of us have to play a role in promoting gender inequality. Change. Solutions. Have more knowledge about this problem because knowledge is power. Move confidently in male dominated areas and speak up. Spread awareness. Make people understand the situation. Fight and voice up for your right. Change. Our vision. Our vision is to live in a safe and equal society, have equal access to power, resources, and opportunities, be treated with dignity, respect, and fairness. Gender equality. Gender equality also helps other SDGs like no poverty, right to an educated standard of living. SDG 11, right to liberty and security of the person, freedom of movement, participate in public life. SDG 2, right to food and nutrition. In similar ways, it also helps the other SDGs like water and sanitizations, freedom of from violence, equal protection, non-discrimination, and others. Change. I would like to thank all these sites for providing me information and helping me become more knowledgeable. Nothing says quality like gender equality. Thank you for being a great audience. It's the audience like who make presentations awesome. Thank you very much. You were an uh, unwavering attention throughout the presentation. Any questions?
Actions are left.
So, Khadija ma'am, there is one more presentation. In the meanwhile, if the audience have any question, they can put it in the chat box. I will ask them on your behalf.
Inara. Her action is that Inara is going to donate money to Ma'am.
Go back.
Inara is going to donate money to Beti Bachao Beti Padhao organizations and spread awareness at her dad's business exhibition using posters. She will help the organization by donating money for the girl child to be educated. This will help reducing gender inequality. Mitaksh. He will contribute his action. He will contribute on donating money for government schools to start more schools that no child will face poverty. I will also contribute on saving this world from gender inequalities trap. And all this will again help reducing gender inequality. Agam, his action. He will make posters and also will donate books to the poor and different organizations so that people can learn. Also, he will stop any discrimination he sees happening. This will again help reducing inequality. Thank you all. Thank you one and all who
Okay.
have attended this session and have given their precious time.
Okay, Mitaksh, Agam, and Inara, I have questions for you. So, first question is, how can we work towards empowerment without being hateful? Any of you can answer this question? If you want to look
There
at the
is
question, it is there in the chat box. Or do you want me to repeat it for you?
Ma'am,
I
can
would like to answer.
Uh, how can we work towards empowerment without being hateful?
There is nothing like hateful if you work for the right thing, and if you convince the society that yes, you are right and there is a problem that should be sorted, there would be nothing like hateful.
So, okay, next question is, how are you going to take actions to bring in gender equality? I think you have shared the actions. Next question is, how does stereotypes come to existence?
so from traditional gender roles, they thought that girls are weak and they need to do household chores while men need to work. So this wrong information is passed through generations and generations, and right now it has become a huge problem because people are not follow people are not led to act freely.
So, I think you have answered the question.
Okay, so I guess Ruby ma'am has got disconnected. She'll just rejoin. Till that time, Agam, you can go on the next question that is being asked.
Ma'am,
Can you in the chats? Yes, Agam.
I cannot see the question because there's some error. I can only listen.
Okay. So Agam, there is one question for you. Being a boy, what position do you expect women or girls of our country to be at in future? How much would the efforts be successful?
So I think if the society, so if people take action and the society, they are successful in changing the society's mindset. Both the genders, men and women, can reach at a level where they wanted to because they are following their passion without some restrictions.
Okay, I hope the question has got its answer. The next question is how important, so it's not only Agam, it's to three of y'all. How important do you think education is in fighting stereotype?
So, if from right from the childhood in the schools, uh, so in schools, so like in preschool, toys, trucks, and blue toys are kept aside, and pink toys like dolls and all that are kept aside. So, if we mix them, put them together, so that the kids from the right from the childhood, they are in a mindset that there is no roles like for boys and girls, so that they learn and in the future they follow their passion.
Okay. There's one more question. I'm not sure if it is asked. So, how does stereotype come into existence?
So, like, if I have long hair, they tell that no girl should have long hair and boy should have short hair. So, this is stereotyping.
But who has got stereotyping in the society? Maybe I guess the question is asking how has it come into existence?